The lobby was silent when the pizza box hit the floor. Hot cheese and sauce spilled over the white marble. Mr. Kane's expensive brown shoes were covered in red. He pointed at the poor delivery boy and shouted, "Mr. Kane, are you blind or just stupid?" Liam's hands shook. His face turned red. "Liam, I'm sorry, sir. Someone bumped into me." Mr. Kane stepped closer. His voice was loud so everyone could hear. "Mr. Kane, sorry? Do you know how much these shoes cost? They cost more than your whole life." Employees watched from their desks. Some laughed quietly. Some looked down, scared. The security camera on the ceiling watched too, in silence, recording everything. Mr. Kane narrowed his eyes. "Mr. Kane, wait. You're the same delivery boy from yesterday, right?" Liam nodded slowly. "Mr. Kane, the one who was in my office corridor. The same day my gold watch went missing." Liam's eyes widened. "Liam, sir, I didn't take anything. I just left the pizzas, and—" Mr. Kane cut him off. "Mr. Kane, people like you always say that. Poor, desperate, always ready to steal. You think I don't see it?" Liam's voice broke. "Liam, please, sir, I really need this job. My mother is sick. I have to—" Mr. Kane raised his hand. "Mr. Kane, enough! Security! Call the police. I want this thief arrested." The lobby froze. The head of security, Daniel, walked forward. He looked nervous. He had been watching the cameras. "Daniel, sir, maybe before we call the police, you should see something in the security room." Mr. Kane glared at him. "Mr. Kane, what could be more important than catching a thief?" Daniel swallowed. "Daniel, it's about yesterday. And your son." The whole room went even more silent. Mr. Kane's jaw tightened. "Daniel, sir, you really need to see the camera footage right now." Liam's day started before sunrise. He woke up in a small, broken room with peeling paint and a cracked window. The city outside was loud, but inside, everything felt tired. His little sister, Mia, slept on the only bed. His mother lay next to her, coughing softly. Liam moved quietly. He did not want to wake them. On the small table was a picture of his father. His father had died 2 years ago in an accident. Since that day, Liam became the man of the house. He worked as a delivery boy. Long hours, low pay, heavy bags. But he never complained. He kissed his mother's forehead. Liam, whispering, "I'll bring your medicine today, Mama. I promise." He picked up his worn-out shoes. The sole was coming off on one side. He tied them tight, hoping they would last one more day. On the way to work, he thought, "I just need a little luck, just one good day." But luck was not on his side. That morning, he got an order from the rich building in the center of the city, Kane Enterprises. Everyone in the neighborhood knew that name. Mr. Kane was rich, powerful, and feared. Some said he was generous. Others said he was cruel. Liam had delivered there once before. The place looked like a 5-star hotel. Glass walls, shiny floors, big lights. When he reached the building, the guards looked him up and down. Guard, smirking. "You again? Don't break anything. Delivery boy." Liam forced a small smile. "Liam, just here to drop the order, sir." He walked in, holding the pizza boxes carefully. What he didn't know was that his whole life was already on those cameras. Before going into the lobby, Liam passed the underground parking area. It was full of expensive cars. Bentleys, BMWs, cars he had only seen on TV. Then he heard it, a soft sound, a weak tapping, like someone hitting glass. Liam stopped. He turned his head and listened. There was again, tap, tap, tap. He followed the sound. It came from a black SUV with tinted windows. He walked closer. Inside, he saw a small boy around 9 years old. His face was red, sweat on his forehead. He was struggling to breathe. His hand pressed weakly on the window. Liam's heart jumped. "Liam, hey, are you okay?" The boy's lips moved, but no sound came. His eyes started to close. Liam looked around. No one, no guard, no driver. He tried the door. Locked. Liam's thoughts raced. He was going to pass out. I can't wait. I have to do something. He grabbed a small metal rod lying near the wall. His hands shook. Liam, I'm sorry about the window, okay? Please don't be mad at me later. He took a deep breath and smashed the glass at the corner. It cracked, then broke. The security camera above blinked red. Recording. Liam reached in, opened the door, and pulled the boy out. The boy leaned against his chest, gasping. Boy, weakly. Thank you. Liam, it's okay. Breathe. You're safe now. He took off his own worn-out jacket and placed it under the boy's head. A guard finally ran over. Guard, shocked. What happened? Liam, upset. He was locked inside. He couldn't breathe. Call a doctor. Or his parents. The guard called someone on his walkie-talkie. They rushed the boy upstairs. Liam watched, worried. He didn't even know that he had just saved the son of Mr. Kane himself. And he didn't know that the camera above had captured every second. Later that same day, Liam delivered pizzas to the 15th floor. The office looked rich. Glass doors, fancy chairs, everyone in suits. The receptionist, Grace, smiled softly. She was one of the few kind faces in that building. Grace, you can leave the pizzas on the side table. I'll sign the bill. As Liam placed the boxes down, something shiny on the floor caught his eye. It was a gold watch. Heavy, expensive. He picked it up carefully. Liam, excuse me, ma'am. Someone dropped this. Grace's eyes widened. Grace, oh my God, that looks like Mr. Kane's watch. Liam froze. Liam, your boss? Grace nodded. Grace, yes, he was here a few minutes ago. He must have dropped it. Liam held the watch like it was a bomb. Liam, nervous. Please keep it safe then. I don't want any trouble. Grace smiled. Grace, don't worry. I'll put it in my drawer and tell him. You did the right thing. The camera in the corridor saw it all. Liam leaving the pizza. Liam finding the watch. Liam handing it to Grace. But later, when Mr. Kane couldn't find his watch, he only remembered one thing. A poor delivery boy was in the corridor. His anger needed a target, and Liam was the easiest one. That night, as Liam walked home with tired legs, he didn't know the storm waiting for him tomorrow. He just told his mother, Liam, smiling softly, Mama, I think things will get better soon. I feel it. He had no idea. Tomorrow, the world would see who he really was, and who Mr. Kane really was. Back to the lobby. Back to the spilled pizza. Back to Mr. Kane's angry face. Everyone stared at Liam like he was a criminal. Mr. Kane spoke loudly on purpose. He wanted people to hear. He wanted to show his power. Mr. Kane, do you know what went missing the day you came here? My gold watch, worth more than your whole house. Liam shook his head. His throat felt dry. Liam, sir, I swear I didn't take anything. Mr. Kane stepped closer and poked Liam's chest. Mr. Kane, when poor people see gold, they forget their honesty. I should have known. Liam's eyes filled with tears, not just because of the insult, but because he really had tried to do the right thing. Inside, his thoughts screamed, why is this happening? Why does kindness always turn into pain for people like me? Some employees were recording on their phones, pretending to check messages. One of them whispered, Employee, he's dead. Mr. Kane will ruin his life. Grace, the receptionist, watched with guilt in her eyes. She knew about the watch, but she was scared to speak. Her hands shook. She opened her mouth, then closed it again. Mr. Kane grabbed Liam's delivery bag and threw it aside. Mr. Kane, security, search him. Daniel, the head of security, looked uncomfortable. Daniel, sir, we have no proof Mr. Kane shouted. Mr. Kane, I am the proof. I say he stole it. This is my building. My rules. Liam wiped his eyes. Liam, voice breaking, please, sir, my mother is sick. If I lose this job, we won't eat this week. Mr. Kane laughed coldly. Mr. Kane, then maybe you should have thought of that before stealing from me. For a second, the camera zoomed in on Liam's face. Tears. Fear. If you were in his place, what would you do? Would you fight back? Or just stand there and take the humiliation? Daniel finally spoke. His voice was quiet but firm. Daniel, sir, before we call the police, I really think you should see the camera footage from yesterday and from this morning in the parking lot. Mr. Kane raised an eyebrow. Mr. Kane, the parking lot? What does that have to do with this thief? Daniel looked at Liam for a second. Daniel, everything, sir. The lobby held its breath. Mr. Kane rolled his eyes. Mr. Kane, fine. Let's end this nonsense. You! He pointed at Liam. Come with me. I want you to see how thieves look on camera. He walked toward the security room. Daniel followed. Liam walked behind them, shoulders heavy, eyes on the floor. Grace bit her lip, then quickly left her desk and followed too. The security room was dark, screens everywhere, different angles of the building. Daniel sat at the main desk. His fingers moved fast on the keyboard. Daniel, this is yesterday's footage, sir. 3:42 M. Corridor outside your office. On the screen, they could see Liam walking with the pizza boxes. They watched him place the boxes on the side table. Then they saw the gold watch fall from Mr. Kane's wrist a few minutes earlier. The watch slid under the table. Mr. Kane walked away, not noticing. Then Liam came. Liam on screen bent down, picked up the watch, looked around, and walked straight to Grace. Daniel paused the video right at the moment Liam handed her the watch. Daniel, quietly, "This is your thief, sir." The room was silent. Mr. Kane's face changed. His mouth slowly opened. His hand, still raised in anger, dropped to his side. Liam stared at the screen, shocked. He had no idea the camera had seen him. Grace took a deep breath. Grace, shaking, "Sir, I meant to tell you. I kept the watch in my drawer, and then you called me urgently. I forgot. I'm so sorry." Mr. Kane looked at her, then back at the screen. His throat felt tight. Mr. Kane whispering, "Play the parking lot footage." Daniel nodded. Daniel, "Yes, sir." He clicked again. On the screen, they watched the parking area. They saw Liam walking with his delivery bag. They saw him stop when he heard the faint tapping. They saw him look around, then run toward the black SUV. Inside the car, they saw a little boy. Red face, weak hands. Then they saw Liam try the door. They saw him grab the metal rod, smash the window. They saw him pull the boy out, panicked but careful. They saw him support the boy's head, talking to him, helping him breathe. Daniel paused. Daniel, that boy is Ethan, your son, sir. Mr. Kane stepped closer to the screen. His eyes filled with tears for the first time. On the video, he watched Liam saving his son's life, while no one else was there. Ethan's small hand gripped Liam's shirt. Liam's mouth moved on the video. Liam on screen, "Stay with me, buddy. Don't close your eyes. You're safe." Daniel played a little more. They saw the guard run over. They heard Liam shout, "Call his parents." Daniel stopped the footage. The room was quiet. The only sound was the soft hum of the screens. Mr. Kane felt something heavy inside his chest. Shame, guilt, fear. He had just called a thief the boy who saved his child. And outside in the lobby, the employees were waiting. Many of the cameras were connected to a big screen in the main conference room. And right now, the board members had been watching too. When they walked back into the lobby, the air felt different. The big screen near the reception was now showing the last frame of the parking lot footage. Liam holding Ethan. Whispers filled the room. Employee 1. That delivery boy saved the boss's son. Employee 2. And he returned the watch too? So he's not a thief. Phones were out. People had recorded the humiliation. Now, they also had the proof of the truth. Liam stood there, still scared. He didn't know what would happen next. Mr. Kane looked at him. No more anger in his eyes. Now there was something else. Pain. For the first time, he saw Liam not as the poor boy, but as a human. A boy who had done more for his son than any rich friend ever did. Grace stepped forward. Grace, loudly. Everyone, listen. Liam is the one who returned the gold watch. I forgot to tell Mr. Kane. It was my mistake. Liam shook his head. Liam, softly, it's okay, ma'am. You don't need to. Before he could finish, a small voice came from behind the crowd. Dad! Everyone turned. Ethan, Mr. Kane's son, stood there with his nanny. He looked weak, but better than on the screen. He saw Liam and his eyes lit up. Ethan ran, as fast as he could, and hugged Liam's waist. Ethan, loudly, this is him. This is the one who saved me. He broke the car window and pulled me out. The whole lobby went quiet. People stared at Mr. Kane. Their eyes said it clearly. What will you do now? If you were Mr. Kane, what would you do? Would you stay proud? Or say the hardest words for a rich man? I am sorry. Mr. Kane took a deep breath. His hands were shaking now, not Liam's. He looked at the floor, then at Liam. His voice was not loud anymore. It was heavy. Mr. Kane, Liam. He swallowed. Mr. Kane, I was wrong. Everyone froze. No one had ever heard him say those words. Mr. Kane stepped closer. Mr. Kane, louder now so everyone could hear. I accused you of stealing. I humiliated you in front of everyone. I called you a thief, when you are actually the hero who saved my son's life. Liam's lips parted. He didn't know what to say. Tears rolled down Mr. Kane's face. Mr. Kane, I saw you on the camera. You didn't think anyone was watching. You didn't wait for reward or thanks. You just saved him. He turned to the employees. Mr. Kane, all of you, you saw how I treated him. Learn from my mistake. Never judge someone by their clothes, their job, or their bank account. He looked back at Liam. Mr. Kane, voice breaking, I am truly sorry. The rich, powerful man who once shouted now stood in front of the poor delivery boy, almost like a beggar, begging for forgiveness. This was karma, and it was public. Mr. Kane wiped his tears and spoke again. Mr. Kane, from today, your life will not be the same, Liam. Liam frowned, confused. Liam, sir? Mr. Kane turned to Grace. Mr. Kane, prepare the documents. I want Liam to have a full scholarship. Whatever he wants to study. I'll pay for his college. His books. Everything. Gasps filled the lobby. Employee whispering, a scholarship? That's worth so much money. Mr. Kane continued. Mr. Kane, also your mother's medical bills. Bring me the reports. I will take care of them. Liam's eyes filled again, but this time with different tears. Tears of relief. Liam, sir, why? After everything you said. Mr. Kane sighed. Mr. Kane, because it's the least I can do. I can't change what I did. I can't erase the words I used, but I can try to make it right. He turned to Daniel. Mr. Kane, Daniel, from today, I want all workers, delivery boys, cleaners, everyone to have a separate room with water, chairs, and fans. No more waiting outside in the sun like they are invisible. Daniel nodded firmly. Daniel, yes, sir. Grace smiled through her tears. Grace, it's about time. Ethan tugged Liam's hand. Ethan, will you come visit me sometimes? Maybe we can play games. Liam smiled softly. Liam, of course. Anytime. As Liam walked out of the building that day, he was not just a poor delivery boy anymore. He was the boy who saved a life. The boy whose truth came out because of a security camera. The same camera that had once watched his humiliation now had recorded his victory. Outside, he looked up at the sky and whispered, Liam, thank you. You saw me when no one else did. His phone buzzed. It was a message from the delivery app. Bonus added to your account for excellent conduct. Customer feedback. He saved my son's life. Liam laughed through his tears. At home that night, he placed medicine beside his mother. He told her what happened. His mother cried and held his hands. Mother, you see, my son, God doesn't forget good hearts. People may insult you, but the truth always comes out. Mr. Kane's change. Days later, people noticed changes in the building. A clean waiting room for drivers and delivery workers. Free water and tea. No one was allowed to shout at them anymore. Posters on the wall said, respect every worker. And every morning, Mr. Kane would pass by that room. Sometimes he would stop, greet the workers, and ask, "Mr. Kane, is everything okay? Do you have any problems here?" Not because he wanted to look good, but because he now remembered one thing very clearly. On his camera, the poor delivery boy was the only person who ran to save his son. Not the rich guests, not the fancy friends. The one he humiliated was the one who actually cared. That truth changed him. Never judge someone by their clothes, job, or bank balance. Sometimes the person you look down on is the one who will save you when no one else will. And remember, cameras can record your actions, but life records your heart.